Imagine you are at home, you're listening to your favorite musician's new song, and you loved it so much that you started dancing. And the moment you started dancing, the artist, your favorite artist who created that song, came to know that you are dancing. Not like you as a person, but somebody who liked your song is dancing right now in India, in Dapoli, or something like that. And nothing personal. We are not going into data security and data privacy, but it's more about the feeling that that could be possible at some point. And in today's video, we are actually going to talk about a topic which can be potentially the beginning of this new era, where the digital world and the physical world and the boundary between it kind of gets super thin. The devices get reduced to some of the sensors where you don't have screens, you don't have keyboards, but you still manage to do your digital things with full power in more natural sense. We're going to talk about that because Facebook just started showing off or showcasing their new technology where they have wristbands and augmented reality, and those two worlds merge together, and it's very exciting and very hopeful as a future. We're going to talk about that in this video. But before we do that, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Suyog, also known as the Fun Indian Guy. I'm a service designer, filmmaker, musician, podcaster, and a founder of an innovation company called Futuring Now. And this is the Fun Indian Guy channel where we talk about creativity, design, innovation, and lifestyle. And I'm very fast because I'm very excited to present to you this particular video. And yeah, that's all from me, my introduction and context of this video. I hope you will find this video interesting, and if you did, don't hesitate to subscribe or like or comment. That will be very helpful, and I'll be very happy to see that, because right now you can dance while watching my video, but I'll not be able to sense it. The technology is not in place yet, but in time we'll have that. And how? We'll watch that in this video. Let's go. So this particular topic is very interesting for me because it's kind of a bit personal as well. It's not like I've worked in this kind of projects or this kind of domains, but it has something to do with some sort of context. So Facebook shows off how you will use its neural wristband with AR glasses. That's what the topic which we're gonna explore. We're gonna talk about augmented reality and how Facebook is redefining and defining new things when it comes to human-computer interaction. We're gonna talk about it, which looks something like this, which you see on the screen right now, where you are kind of mixing the digital world and the real world and interacting with digital world, being in the real world with not really having too many digital interactions. So that's very interesting, but it has, as I said, it has something to do with not my roots, but where I come from. So this is the video which I saw back in 2009, which was about Pranav Mistry and a technology which he created called 6sense. I don't know if you have seen the video. If you haven't, just go online and see it. And that time TED Talks were picking up. They were like very, very new, and I was very drawn to them. And this was kind of a technology he was developing, and he gave this TED Talk, and I was blown away. 2009, I was like 16 years old, and these particular video had a really huge impact on the way I started thinking about things. And I came back to this video a couple of years ago as well, but right now, by looking at what Facebook is doing, I'm again coming back to it. So I started thinking about innovation and how you can bring things and do things and make amazing things on this planet, and started thinking creatively about it. And I also liked the kind of presentation he had back then, and this was the kind of technology he was building called 6sense, where he was having kind of these triggers or these sensors which were sensing these in this particular slide, you can see he had rings on his finger, and the sensor could see these rings, and then the projector on the in that device could project something on the wall, and you can kind of see different things where you can take pictures like this and all those things. It was very cool back in 2009, like where smartphones were also not very obvious. Like I had my first smartphone in 2010, and that time smartphones were not everywhere, especially in India. It was not something which was very common as today. And yeah, here you can see in this particular bit where he is like projecting things on the wall through the projector, and here you will see him taking a picture right with his fingers because of the gesture he was doing. And then he just went ahead and presented them on the wall, which was quite interesting. I think he'll show, yeah, here. So he just presented on the wall, scattered them, pinched them, went around with them. And this was very fascinating back then, man. And while watching these kind of things, I was like, man, I want to do something like this. I want to go ahead and build some stuff like this. And I want to be able to do such things. And I didn't know the way to go there. And I didn't know the career path to do such things, because he was like very hardcore engineer and went into computer science and did a lot of things in US. Like he was in India, then went back to US. So I was not very sure about it. But then I somehow managed to do not things like this, but something which was about innovation and exploring different technologies. So I'm very happy about that, because potentially we'll be there and do some cool things as well. But right now, as I saw the news by Facebook, which has launched this amazing thing, they haven't launched, but they are like kind of showing off and showcasing what they're building in their lab. It was very cool. So here in this Verge article, we can see the AR glasses along with bands, wristbands. They are able to do some cool things. And maybe let's just quickly watch this particular video, or just bits and pieces of the video where they're explaining what they are doing. Let me just pull it full screen. Yeah, so with these wristbands and the gestures, they're able to do these things. Of course, this is representation video. This is not how it is going to be. You'll have to wear the augmented reality glasses to see the things which you're doing with the wrist. But yeah, here we can maybe see some things about, yeah, she's trying to make a touch or something like that, and doing stuff without moving any digital thing, but just moving your finger, you are able to do things. Yeah, this is the perfect example where she's just scrolling through different things, like the way you scroll on the phone, but with fingertips. And here you can see something called as intelligent click. We'll talk about it, we'll explore it on their website, but this is kind of my first view when I came across the article and saw these things which they were creating, and it kind of triggered the fact of watching Pranav Mistri's video back in 2009. Man, 12-13 years already in. So basically, Facebook has this place called Reality Labs, yes, where they are exploring and inventing stuff when it comes to virtual reality and augmented reality. And as Facebook also owns Oculus, which are the headsets for virtual reality, they are doing a lot of stuff in that. I also heard Mark Zuckerberg discuss with Marcus, the MKBHD guy from YouTube, about VR or AR being the potential human computer interface instead of phones. Like, we will not have screens, but that will be the future at some point. And that was very interesting. So here they are doing AR VR things in this particular lab, which is by Facebook. And recently, apart from VR, they started dropping things about AR. For example, the video which we were seeing about clicking things with your fingertips, that is what they started to develop and show. They're developing it for a long time, but they started to show it to other people and show it to us through their website and things which they're doing. Yeah, on their website, this is funny because back in 1968, having a mouse was a new thing. And here you can see a mouse and a cursor which is moving on the screen was insane. Something which was not done before, something out of the box. Just like that, augmented reality glasses and these kind of interactions are also changing the world. But yeah, the change in technology is quite fast, not like earlier times. It's way faster now, but we are going to see such changes. So yeah, you just put these augmented reality glasses where you have the glasses and it replaces some of the things. They don't replace, actually, they put new digital things on top of the real things which you see through the glasses, and that's how this augmented reality thing works. For example, here they are able to reduce and increase the brightness of things. The lenses are able to see what kind of outfits are there, so they can recommend what you should wear. Here you can change the temperature of the car and all those things. Where, yeah, this one is nice about wayfinding and finding foods in supermarket. These are like applications of augmented reality, where real world is layered with digital information which is helpful for you to navigate or to do certain tasks. And the applications could be unlimited, and we can come up with many crazy and amazing applications when it comes to such kind of technologies. But this is the kind of way we are going into, and we will be exploring as we go ahead. So this was augmented reality and how Facebook is exploring different applications when it comes to glasses. And then they recently launched this particular thing about using wristband for controlling these things and having the gesture. So one very interesting fact about this particular thing which they did, so whenever you do something, like whenever you want to move a finger, your brain sends a signal, a neural signal to your muscles, and then the muscles move. So by having wristband as one of the receivers for this particular technology, the receiver is sensing what kind of signal is your brain sending to your hand or the arm or the fingers, and by sensing that, it is using that signal to kind of interact with the digital world. For example, if you have a mouse, you're gonna take the mouse and you click it, right? So you click, while you click, your fingers are moving. So even if you do not have a mouse right now in my hand, and if I do the clicking thing, the neural veins or the neural signals will be kind of related to clicking, and the wristband will sense that I'm trying to click something, or I'm clicking, or the action of clicking is happening in my body, and they will consider that as clicking and do the clicks in that digital or augmented reality world. And by having this, you are not holding anything, and according to them, the wrist was the best place to put it, because we have been wearing wrist watches and it's very natural instead of having something on fingers. So this is great, and this opens up amazing different things and different gestures which you can potentially have. Here is one example where you can see he's pinching and doing stuff, and in the digital world, all the actions which he's doing in physical worlds are being sensed and kind of done for him by those sensors which are on the wrist. Very interesting. Yeah, this one is also very interesting, where he's just sitting and typing, and by understanding the positioning of the fingers and the kind of muscles you are using for that, the sensors are able to understand what you want to type, and they're basically typing it in the digital world or the digital interface for this particular interaction. Very cool. As I said, this is just the beginning. We had AR, like augmented reality, as one of the things which we can see or look at, and now by having this wrist and kind of the gesture control, we are interacting with this world and making best out of it. As I said, again, this is the beginning. Things will get more sleeker and more available and more easy and more usual, natural for a lot of people. So that will be the world to see. Another thing which they are trying to do here is haptic response. What does that mean? So whenever you do a click on your mouse, you sense the click, right? You feel the clicking. Like whenever you are also typing on the computer, you feel the typing. Whenever you, let's say the AC remote, if I click it, ignore the sound, but my finger feels the clicking of the particular button, and that's like a response which I get from this particular device, and it makes me understand, okay, the clicking happened. Just like that, they are now experimenting haptic responses in terms of vibration. The way your phone vibrates and you understand something, they are doing something similar. Like in this picture, the lady is trying to like pull back and an arrow through a bow, and she's gonna release it, and now with the technology, they are able to generate the kind of vibration in her wrist that make her feel the tension of the string on the bow, which is not present in real life. It's in the augmented reality, but she'll be able to sense that, and the moment she like the sends off, or moment she shoots the arrow, she'll be able to feel that kind of tension release in that particular string. So that's going to be very interesting, because now you're kind of exchanging the interaction between the human world and the digital world. And now they're actually going ahead and working on various haptic responses, where they are kind of trying to create this particular haptic emojis, where the haptic response will make you feel certain way. So there will be like a haptic response for happiness, sadness, or something like that, something which is needs urgency. So if you get something like a very important email, a different sort of haptic response will be given, which will be very natural for you to understand. So these new things which are popping up are very interesting, right? Because initially we saw, again, augmented reality, then they had the wristbands to control or move around the augmented reality world, and now you have haptic responses to kind of feel the change which is happening around the world. So even if you replace the typewriter and the typing thing, you will still feel the typing haptic responses while you type on a random surface just by your fingers without any device in front of you. You will still feel some vibrations, so you kind of get the sense of typing. And I can't wait to kind of get my hands on such things, and more in coming decades, we will be very used to such kind of technologies. But this is the beginning, and it feels very interesting to see, because when sometimes the technology, yeah, it goes with a higher pace of innovation, but in phones, the technology was increasing by enhancing or increasing the specs of that particular product. But now we are taking the whole thing into completely different environment and we're interacting with it, which is going to be very interesting. With that said, guys, I hope you learned something new. I hope you had fun while watching this particular episode. You got some sort of value. You kind of started already thinking about different application when it comes to such kind of technologies. If that happened, I'll be super duper happy about that, because that makes this thing valuable, because I'll be anyway doing these things for me and kind of exploring these things online, going on this digital hunt and getting more information, so I'm updated and I can go ahead and start applying some of these things in my life or in my company or something like that. But when I get to do it with you guys, I think there should be some sort of value exchange, and if it happens, I'll be really happy. And if it did, don't hesitate, just go and comment and tell me what you think about this particular topic, and that kind of interaction will be amazing too. Because right now you can clap at your home, but we don't have the haptic thing, or we don't have that augmented reality which can tell me that, oh, the person who was watching this video actually clapped. That will be also one of the ways where, wow, man, imagine, it's just a brain jam. Imagine instead of subscribing or instead of liking this particular video, people will just clap and digitally the video will be liked. That is kind of a simple application of these kind of technologies which we are looking at. With that said, take care, stay safe, keep building amazing things while you build these things. Make sure you have fun, and I'll catch you in the next video or on our daily-ish pod or on Clubhouse live sessions. Till that time, take care, stay safe once again, and thanks for watching.